We're back again for like the 90th time on the All Noelle channel all the time. Apparently, I finally got together a couple more pieces of gear. Been grinding pretty hard. There's only like 2 dungeons I've done. Let's show them off here for you guys. All right. If you want to help out the channel, want to see more stuff on Noelle and other Genshin Impact content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Obviously, all that YouTube shenazzle. So, sadly, we're still not refinement 5 on White Blind because where are the prototypes? Where are they at? They don't exist, but we are using the White Blind. If you want to know why we're using the White Blind, it's my favorite weapon for Noelle. We have pretty much every weapon we could use under the sun on this account, and we're still sticking with this one. It is so good. It makes you bulky. It makes you do a bunch of damage. It makes you heal for a ton. It is fantastic, and we'll go more into why this bulkiness on top of her when you want to be a bruiser character is phenomenal. There are a couple other options that you guys can use. Notably, the Battle Pass Claymore is very strong, but it's going to be doing literally right around the same amount of damage as the White Blind with a build like this. You get the extra damage, you get the extra crit rate, so it's going to allow you to, crit a little bit more, maybe help you out build your character to the stats that you're going to see in this video, but it's going to make you take more damage. You're not going to have that defense percent from the White Blind and the White Blind stacks, so you're not going to be as tanky. You're not going to have bigger shields, and you're going to have bigger heals. So you're going to do right around the same amount of damage, a little bit easier to build with the Serpent Spine build like this, but you're not going to have all of that tankiness that this build does provide. With that being said, let's take a look at our artifacts. We're still using the Retracing Bolide set. This is a fantastic build, especially if you're trying to build her to help you out. I know a lot of you guys out there have been using Noelle in the Abyss now. She's getting more popular, especially in the last couple patch 1.3 updates and the last couple iterations of the Abyss here. She's gonna really be able to be a carry for you to get in through there, because she's just that tanky bruiser. She heals herself up, she heals your teammates up, she doesn't take that much damage, and she's really gonna profit with the Retracing Bolide set for a couple of reasons, especially if you're running her in a double Geo team. This is because the shield strength increased by 35%. This has been exacerbated to be a huge thing for a bruiser character now, because the double Geo is going to give you 15% additional of that stat right there. So now you see that we have 50% shield strength, which is going to increase the shield strength by an additional 50%. But on top of that, they've changed Geo shield. So a character like Noelle's shield, her E, is going to be buffed up by quite a lot. So let's go take a look at the E right here in case you haven't seen this. This is why this shield strength increase is insane, because all Geo shields, so notably like breastplate or even like Zhongli's shield from his hold on his Dominus Lapidus, is going to be increased by 150% damage absorption against all elements in physical damage. So if I pop by E here and I get like a 10,000 HP shield, well, it's going to get increased by 50% twice. One time because it's got 150% efficiency, but another time because I have that 50% shield strength. So a 10k HP shield will be shield absorbing 15k because of this, and then it's got 150% efficiency, so another 50% bonus. So a 10k shield absorbs 22,500 damage, which is insane. And then if you're taking less damage because you have a very large defense percent, that shield is going to last an extraordinarily long amount of time there. So it might even be 100% uptime. I've stand in everything under the sun. You guys have seen a lot of footage on the channel. Very good stuff there. Now the rest of our artifacts here, we'll go over the total stats real quick, and we'll go down and break down the artifacts for you here. So we have a lot of defense percent. We got a little bit of attack percent as well in our substats there. 57 crit rates, and then 128 crit damage here. So you might see some other builds that are really stacking that crit damage that are going to hit harder per hit. Maybe they don't have the 57% rate there, so they might hit harder per hit because they have like 160 180% crit damage, but they might have like 30% rate there, and that's going to make you hit harder per hit, but you're not going to hit your crits as often there. The other thing that we have in this build is 40% energy recharge in our substats there as well. So this is going to be a very consistent build. It might not hit the highest numbers per hit, but it's going to hit those numbers often, and you're going to be able to get your elemental burst back up quite often as well here. So it's going to come down to substats, guys, and we've pretty much farmed 2 dungeons on this account, and this is then the Geo dungeon, right, that drops the big old Archaic Petra set, as well as the set we're wearing, the Retracing Bolide set. And these stats are pretty good here. We're wearing 4 pieces of Retracing Bolide, and then our off piece is just Just this thing that rolled really well for us. So it's got the 31 crit rate main stat there. We need that because we need to get those crit rates up somehow. And then we have a 26% crit damage there. That's fantastic. A little bit energy recharge there as well, 18%. And then we have attack flat and defense flat. We avoided those. That's cool there. This could be a better piece here, but it's going to be exceptionally hard for me to get something like this, right? It'd be like attack percent, defense percent, right? Or energy recharge goes more into crit damage. So it's going to be very hard to replace something like this. So this one's kind of been just kind of sitting here for a while. I've been trying to replace it. It just hasn't happened yet. Now, one of the newer ones that we got was this flower. I like this flower quite a bit. It could be a little bit better. If this attack percent rolled in like crit damage or defense percent, that'd be great, but it's still offering up more damage for us there. We have crit rate 3.5, 21.8 crit damage, 17.5 defense percent, and then that 9.3 attack percent there. This is phenomenal. All right, this is just a phenomenal piece. When I got this, I think I got this just the other day. I was like, okay, all right, Noelle, I see what's going on here. And then our feather here could also be a little bit better, but it's so hard to get like the exact perfect stats, right? 10 crit rate, phenomenal. 7.8 crit damage. I think it came with that and it never rolled into it ever again. And it rolled with the max 7.8 per roll is the max you can get on crit damage at one roll. A little bit of attack percent, some elemental mastery here. So this one could get replaced someday. If I found more crit rate, I could replace it with something like this, right? Trade off that crit damage for 26 attack and 13 defense. I have to math that one out, see if that's better. They both have elemental mastery. Sadly, there, this one has 40 elemental mastery there, but still a fantastic piece to wear there. Or if I found, you know, another piece of gear to replace this Gladiator's Triumphus, I could replace this with something better. Maybe if we get something there, then replace this as my off piece there. Then we also have a defense percent stance, fantastic, especially if you've been leveling up your elemental burst and your normal attack at the same time. You want to go for defense percent. If you want to see more information on all the math behind that, guys, I'll have the links down in the description, or maybe like the pinned comments, all those videos that we've done on the channel as well. This one, 22% crit damage, and then we have 11% energy recharge there. This could get a little bit better, right? Crit rate 3.5% in there, but it doesn't really get a whole lot better than this thing quite easily anyway. Been looking for better ones, just haven't found them yet. But this is still a phenomenal thing because the energy recharge makes it a little bit better than what it looks like on paper when you're looking for DPS stats. That 40% recharge rate helps a ton. So this one's been a hard piece for me to replace, but it's one of them that's on the radar as well. Everything can get better, obviously, unless you get a max roll for four base stat or four substats, and then that max rolls every single stat. All of those substats are the stats you want. That's an actual piece of God gear, something very similar like this. This one's really good because it's all percent stats. It's phenomenal. Then we have the goblet here, the Midnight Summer water balloon. I don't know why I said Midnight Summer. Oh, because Midnight Summer's bloom. Got it. Summer Night's water balloon here. Geo damage 46.6% here. And then we have crit rate, attack percent, HP percent, and energy recharge once again as well. You know, get some defense percent in there instead of the HP percent, or maybe some crit damage. But goblets are hard to come across. It's like one of the only Geo ones I think I even have access to. Let's see if there's another one that I don't remember getting. You know, we have this one here that's on Albedo. We have this Bloodstained Cup that's on him. Really hard. Really hard to get. Well, that could be okay. No crit damage or crit rate, but still a fantastic piece of gear for her as well there. So could get a little bit better, could get a little bit higher defense. And I would really like to try to get her to like 150% crit damage, you know, keep that crit rate like 55, 150 crit damage. That'd be awesome. I don't want to lose any energy recharge though. I love the 140 at where it's at here. And then she's just out there to bruise. She's out there to bruise and smack people around, and she's fantastic at that. It's a good time to be a Noelle fan or a Geo fan in general here. And I just wanted to show you guys what my gear was that I've been working with. We had some gameplay footage obviously running in the background for you guys. I know a lot of you guys want the full breakdown on whenever you see what I'm using, what is it exactly that I'm using. This is it. This is what I'm using, and this couple pieces of gear that I've gotten have really made her even better than before. She was already insanely strong, and now she's even better with 1.3 in the buffs to the shield strength and the Geo ×2 resonance, and the resonance changes with the combination of her and Zhongli. It's very fun out there. She just kind of stands in everything here, including like the take on two of the new Geo Vishhab dudes in 12.1. Stands in everything. stands and everything. I think he even got like an achievement. I don't even know what that achievement was. Probably not that hard to get, but she just stood in it and got an achievement. It was probably use Noelle the achievement, right? That's probably what it was, right? No. Anyways, guys, if you want to see more stuff like this, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you've been using your Noelle or any of your other 4 stars, or even just your Geo characters in general. Excuse me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.